do, John?
I don't know. It is Friday night, folks. It is time for Guitar Safari.
It's every
And
fucking day
Ramon
the
is out of
same when you're
control.
made out of plastic. It doesn't matter the day. Oh, my life is just a constant. It never stops, Charles. I just sit here. Oh, God, please help me. Will you kill me?
Well, maybe later.
I appear to be happy, but it's not real. Please, save me.
All right. So, how is everybody doing? It
Better
is
than
our
him.
Thanksgiving show, and that is because we are thankful that you are all here. Good evening, Seth.
Thanksgiving. I'm having goat. I'm going to start eating meat again. Yeah, I'm going for it. I'm going to go big. Going to have some goat. How are you, Charles?
I am doing all right, other than some technical problems that we won't talk about here.
Okay, we're not going to discuss technical problems because guess what I can't fix? Technical problems. Anyway, when it comes to certain stuff, I'm going to be out of it. So happy Thanksgiving. Yep. This is a terrible holiday. Thanksgiving. It's awful. It's a misrepresentation. It's what I know it's a guitar show, right? We're going to talk guitars too, but Thanksgiving. Thanks for giving us the country, indigenous people. You know what I mean? I mean, that's terrible. It's the worst thing. It's like, let's celebrate the day that we made friends with the people. I think that other people might see this differently, right? Am I right? Thanks for anyway. So, hey, you know what I did on Thanksgiving?
What was that?
I ordered a guitar.
Oh no!
And guess what I got?
What'd you get?
I got a guitar. I mean, it's a kit. I have to build the kit. Okay. But that's what I wanted to make my Thanksgiving about: good food, good friends, and building a guitar. Something that I don't have in my arsenal that I wanted the sound in my arsenal. So I got something that I could build. We could talk about that. You don't have to. We could. We could even unbox it. Since I cut the tape and I've been waiting to pull open the stuff, but I haven't done it because I wanted it to be fresh with the peeps, so it would be real. You'd have real reactions from Presley that could be slightly entertaining. Since
could be. Well, let's invite our guests in and see how they're doing.
See how they're doing. Hopefully better than Sherman.
Whew. Well, Herb is here. He was first in the chat, and he says, "Big flock of turkeys. No, wait, those two up front are sure ugly birds." Well, it's true though.
I got the cray to match your myrrh.
Yeah.
Yep.
And our buddy Billy Baloney is saying hello, and he
wants to know what
he's drinking tonight.
I'm drinking. It's terrible, dude. I'm not even drinking alcohol. I'm drinking it's just sparkling bubbly water, mango flavor mixed with this juice that I buy that I make that I put in my smoothies. That's a pina colada juice, which is kind of like orange juice, coconut, a bunch of different flavors to taste tropical.
Very nice.
So,
and we have time here seeing Alien here in the chat with us as well. Hello there.
But you also know gummies are legal here in California, amongst other things here in California that Presley may or may not indulge in. It's this, you know what it is? Beer. I love it. It just gets me fat. It gets me fat, and then lazy. Did we send Ben the link? Ben the link? Is he here? Did he? Can he come?
We have not sent anyone the link. We didn't talk.
All right.
We didn't talk anything.
Ben,
thank you. And so Randy Crooks is here in the chat with us, saying hello. He wanted to get in before everyone was in.
Randy.
And our buddy Zach Thong saying hello to both of us.
What up, Zach? What up, Zach in the house playing some killer acoustics.
And Patrick Strite saying happy Friday to everybody.
Happy Friday. Oh, dude. Yeah, it's been raining so much out here in California. It's a atmospheric river. Can I say, hold on. Can I say that again one more time? Is this cool? Hold on. It's an atmospheric river
Very nice.
that we're experiencing here in California. And because of the atmospheric river, there's a lot of rain constantly coming in, right? It's just splash, wind, splash. It's crazy.
Nice.
What do you got coming your way pretty soon, weather-wise?
We've got it is going back and forth between 70s and 40s, and pretty soon we're supposed to have a freeze. So yeah,
70s and 40s and freezing. That's confusing weather.
Yes. And so welcome in Brian from Searching for Tone.
What up, Brian? Searching for Tone. I watched something from his. It was just really quick. I always get pulled off of what I'm doing. That's just the way it is. Stop enjoying stuff is the way it should be. Don't enjoy something for more than a minute. You get pulled away from it.
Mm-hmm.
So I was watching one of his videos. It was entertaining.
There you go. And my brother Ed is in the chat. Hello there, Ed.
What up, Ed? What's cracking, dude? You're playing your Les Paul now. You got it all stranged up. You got it all tuned up.
He's been practicing his first couple chords, and so
Power Chord City, Beverly Hills by Weezer. Okay, it's all about the power chords there, and you can just shred it.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
And we got Wayne McConnell saying hello to all his buddies.
What up, Wayne? West Coast Wayne.
Yep. And Tony Yeager is in the chat saying, evening, everybody. He's lurking while he's getting his hair cut.
Ooh, stylish. I need to get a
haircut. It shouldn't be long. You see,
it shouldn't be long. I love, dude. You win. Yes, I got 5 students that would high five you right now. With all the rain, I got so soaked putting the kids in their cabs at the end of the school. Oh God! So it's a bad hair day all around.
There you go. And Steve Rezer is here, and good morning to you,
Steve. Love that guitar.
And our buddy Martian Murray. Hello.
What up, Martian? Martian's from where? Martian lives in Halifax?
I don't remember.
You're not expected to. I don't know. I don't know why I give you those questions that are super random and open-ended as if you should know. It's just a chat thing, right? Because I have the thoughts when I was like, oh man, I think I remember where Martian lives.
Yeah,
I'm not Halifax.
Off my game today for sure.
It's fine. Well, I'm off my game too, but game, schmame, tame frame,
Right. Well, let's get through this chat and say hello to everybody.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
So Dashley Davis made his way in. Welcome.
Double D.
And what's up from brother William De Silva?
What up, William?
And BC Rich says hello, one and all.
Hello, BC. Bibbidi bop boop, dibbidi doop boop.
And Trev is in the chat. Hello there.
Yes,
Trev.
he is.
Followed by Michael B.
It's all gone.
Who's saying gobble gobble?
Gobble gobble. Everybody should answer the phone gobble gobble for at least a week.
And Hit Metalworks has made his way in, saying hello.
What up, Hip?
Mon ami.
Damn, lots of folks hanging out. I'm saying hi. Well, that's cool if people could say turkey hi.
There's that Ben Combs guy. We knew he was here somewhere.
Yeah, I saw people saying hi to him earlier. That's why I was like, man.
And Guitar Man 45 is here.
What up, Guitar Man 45? How's the band acclamation?
And Keith H is there. Hello there.
Rebandation in the nation causes occasional frustration, but then you bust a power chord and you get elation.
Eddie Fay has made his way in. Welcome, Eddie.
What up, Eddie? I'm coming back, Eddie. It's happening, but it's slow. Give me a minute.
Christopher Sawa's made his way in. Hello there.
Sawa. He's here for the hour. Come on. Yeah.
Live dudes. We don't.
At least a few minutes. He's like, nope, scroll. Sorry, Chris.
All right. Now we can really start the show because, everyone's favorite music in law, Ryan Hall's here.
I have to show off. I'm like, give when you give a bro hug, you give that pat on the back. Mm-hmm. All right, bro.
And we got Dwight the Hitman Bailey in the chat as well.
The Hitman. Where does the Hitman come from? Is he actually maybe a murderer?
Well, that's possible, but the guy writes so many songs. He's got so many hits.
Oh, the Hitman. I like
I
that.
think it's just a cover for his actual Hitman.
His actual job. What's actually in your guitar case, sir? Don't worry. It's a Strat.
Is that a machine gun in there, or you just?
It's a Strat. It's a damn Strat.
Yeah, that's right.
Have you ever seen the picture of? I think it's Merle Travis, the first solid body guitar that Bigsby built before, like in 49 or something, 1949. Have you ever seen the picture of that guitar?
I don't recall. I don't
know.
know.
I will send you a picture. I have a picture of it. We could share it with the chat at some point, but not tonight. But I have a picture of it, and it's like so much kind of like a Mustang kind of looking thing. I bet you that Ben has seen the it's probably made well I don't know if it was made out of wood. It was nice wood, but it looked all you could tell so much that like when Leo had kind of taken that idea and ran with it for sure. Even the headstock ended up being so close. Oh man, he must have been pissed. Super pissed. Bigsby, because of the Fender headstock ended up being so much alike. It was basically everybody's telling Fender, all of his people or all his salespeople after the Telecaster were like, we want something that's kind of more sexy, like Bigsby's. And then they got what they got on the 50 whatever Strat, which was exactly Bigsby. Yep. Oh, sorry, I've been reading a book and I'm all into it. But now I got some Strat knowledge. Bust out some knowledge. Well, I always had Strat knowledge before. Like I know how to, do stuff and make a Strat play great. And I've been a Strat guy, but I didn't know the inside out of like how it came to be and who designed it and, all that fun stuff. And I bet even the book I have, so I've been taking notes as I do the book I have, because there's other people in the book that have their own memoir. And so I want to go and read those and go deeper.
There you go. Well, Billy's saying Leo's totally stole the headstock from Bigsby.
Totally. It's so, it's so kind of silly. And not only that, but also kind of the whole idea, the whole guitar thing. Yeah. Tellys are better, though. So that's where Ben is completely right. And
they are. Nothing better than Telly.
And what Leo was doing was just designing and engineering. He didn't want to play it. He just wanted to have all his buddies that played guitar really good say, damn, Leo, you solved that problem. That's cool. You know what I mean? He wanted that accolade, which was cool. I love me some Strats. But I also bought a kit that has got something I haven't had in the house for a long, long time. I used to have a Epiphone Wildcat was the last time I had the kind of pickups for the kit that I got.
Okay.
Easter egg. See who the chat knows the pickups in there. You know the pickups in that guitar or no?
Yeah.
You'll figure it out. People are going to say. Yep. Happy Thanksgiving. Gobble, gobble, waddle. Waddle, waddle. Yeah, Ben. I knew it. So Ben took like 15 seconds. See, Ben's there. Ben for the win. We're coming to your house. We were probably going to come.
Right back.
Okay. He's got an emergency. It's cold in his area. There could be heat in his area. Lately, there's been swings. Now I'm here. So, Ben, yes, P90s, Ben. I got it. Yeah, Ben, I got the kit that you told me don't get. It's going to be terrible. No, it's not going to be terrible. It's going to be good. Well, that was quick, Charles.
It was just I had to answer something really quick.
Oh, great. So I was talking about the kit that I'm going to build, because Ben was correct when I said who knows the pickups that were in the Epiphone Wildcat. And of course, the guy who's done probably 4 demos on maybe at least on Wildcat.
Is there P90s in that?
P90s. P90 growlers.
That's right. And Wildcat, the dog ear P90s at that.
Yep. And I was thinking, like, I haven't looked yet, but my thought is that they're not wax potted yet because they're in a kit. But I wanted to ask Ben and the community: should I wax my P90s if they're not waxed, or should I leave them squealy, or would you wax them? Charles, what would you think? What would you do?
It depends on are they are they microphonic, because that's the reason why you really wax a pot. What you
Or
wax.
yeah, they're super squeal. Well, that, and to reduce the squealies and to make it more. It can kind of change the presence of a pickup too, definitely, by waxing it. Ben says yes. So, yeah, no biggie. I got the stuff. Just do it. That's funny. Ben just demoed a Wildcat. They're fun. They're cool guitars.
More feedback, unless you want all that feedback. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't mind.
A while back.
Yeah, those Wildcats are crazy feedback. Relentless feedback. But if you want that for a song, like where you ring out and your chord, what's that?
Feedbacks those cheap kit pickups as well.
Yeah, good call. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't take but a couple minutes if you're in doing it. Anyway, I was gonna replace them. Just my thought was order them, but my thought is look at them first. Why not take a look first before I just replace?
Mm-hmm.
And just run with what, because they're easy to pull in and out. That's no biggie. Wax on. Well, I did that last week. Wax on. Wax on. Wax on. Yeah, no, that was super fun. Last week was a fun show. This Guitar Safari thing has been something to be thankful for sure. Hanging out with all the people and chit-chatting about bull guitar stuff, my favorite stuff. Should I open up the box with my new stuff in it? I really want to look.
Well, let's kind of get down a little further down the way here.
Oh, okay.
Let's dig into our thankfulness a little bit here, right?
Screw that. I'm looking at my kit. Thankful for me. No, go ahead. Keep going, Charles.
You think about it. If you start thinking about this time of year, what are you thankful for? Well, I'm thankful that I've got a nice little grouping of guitars here, and you're but more importantly, I'm part of a really great guitar community.
Totally.
And, I love spending my time here with these folks. Whether it be on this channel or whether it be on Ben's channel, whether it be OU812 channel, Searching for Tone, wherever it is, it's something that's brought me a lot of pleasure, and I certainly appreciate it. So
yeah, totally.
Before
Friday night, Monday night, Sunday, Tuesday night. That's a new song, dude, that I wrote. It's pretty good.
Oh, I want to say hello to Earl Cool Eye, and he's in that Strat that Ben has with the girly decals on it, and that must be the vintage sheet that he just restrung.
Nice. Oh yeah, the vintage Strat, like the distressed. I mean, those things are cool. Those are fun. And I think he stole it.
Yeah, Michael Krause has ordered a pedal. Merry Christmas now. Now I have to wait.
I know, I hate waiting, but getting something on its way is better than not ordering it. I have a problem with order paralysis. I'll put stuff in a cart, or I'll put stuff on a I know I need to buy it list, and then I'll just freeze and not buy it. When I know I need to buy it and I've set aside the resource to buy it. And couple tools in particular that I definitely have to just pull the trigger and buy.
There you go. Well, Marcia Murray is thankful that they were no longer having 100-degree days, and it's get fat season.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. It's going to be eating for me. I love it. But I'm all the side dishes mainly.
For sure. And Billy has met a lot of cool people in all these chats.
Totally.
And Tone says, "You guys rock."
Appreciate that. Anybody in California or coming to California in my area, San Francisco Bay Area, hit me up. Me and Laz had lunch and would have had lunch with, he's changed names a couple times.
Magic Man.
We would have had lunch, but he just couldn't make it. And I'd love to, end up doing a trip somewhere, but I don't know if NAM's really the call now. NAM seems to be kind of annoying from what I can take.
Rocks is saying, "What is the best color for a telly, and why is it paisley?"
Ooh, well, nice question and nice answer, right? Yeah, yes and yes.
Well, they're John DeShane.
I think paisley, yes. Oh, hey, so check it out. If you want a inexpensive build and you would like to build a paisley relic look guitar, right, with paint and relic, and then underneath is paisley. Great deal right now at Guitar Fetish, like $110 on cool looking relic paisley bodies. But that's not the neck too. That's just the body. You're gonna have to buy everything else, all the other stuff.
Well, and Jess says, "Ditto. I'm grateful for this community, and that's finally, and that I finally paid off the current gear purchases." There he goes.
Oh, that's fantastic! Congratulations, Baya Presley. I'm just kidding, but I'm not kidding. Not kidding.
Aquatelli.
Ooh, I have an Aquatelli. But it's not a telly. It's a 2 humbucker guitar with high output humbuckers, so not really a telly. Like you'll see posted behind me, all those guitars are not Strats or Tellys, really. Tone wise, I'm a Les Paul guy, I guess.
Well, Zach Thong is digging the blue Telecaster and Stratocaster behind you. So.
Oh, thank you very much, man. I was proud of this one because of doing the headstock on it. That was like my first time really doing a painted headstock. Well, I'm proud of all the guitars that don't fall apart, I guess. They're still around. Oh, and I'm also doing this, Charles. I'm selling down my stock. Since I don't have my store anymore, I'm no longer trying to cover my walls with what was my goal was 40 guitars, I think I told you, And so I had gotten up over 20, and then I sold, then I would sell, and it was always fluctuating. But I feel like maybe that's not the way to go. I think the way to go is one at a time, maybe 2 at a time, because I think having 5 up for sale at a time, people are like, you know what I mean? It seems less exclusive when I have 10 on the website, when it's versus like I could even on Reverb be posting the pictures of what I'm building with a available on this date, right? It's not available yet, but it will be. If you make an offer now, I can still accept it, but it's not going to be available till that date because I'm building it. Right. And have that exclusivity, I guess, built into it a little bit. Also, I can only hold on to the ones that I know I want to keep for longer. Not that I don't want to keep all these guitars. When I build them, I kind of always want to. Don't you kind of build in the way that you want to play it and keep it?
Well, what I'm doing is a little bit different because I'm building someone else's guitar, right? Someone else's, what their vision is, and so I get done with them. I love them, and I don't want to let them go.
Right.
But in the end, it's not necessarily something that I had to have.
Yeah, I've only occasionally built other people's vision. I did that a lot at the shop when they bring up in all kinds of parts at Guitar Works. But I just tend to build my own vision and let people buy it. It's been
and that's, and you're going to be more attached to that because that's the thing that came out of your your creativity. And then so what I get to do is to take someone else's what the picture in someone else's head and make it happen.
Right.
Mm.
Yeah.
So Eddie Fay says he is thankful for family, friends, rock and roll, Motown blues, bluegrass, TV theme songs, Guinness drought, this YouTube guitar community, and Seth's Geo Metro stories.
Oh, dude, the Geo Metro. Oh, you're gonna love this, Eddie. I gotta move it. I got a text from my coworker who parks next to me. Thank God for her. Sent me a picture. There's a tree company coming in down at our school and said everybody got to move their car because we're gonna have tow away. So now I got to go move it before Monday, which basically means tomorrow is the day it's got to go. Bummer.
They're gonna tell the Geo Metro.
Good old Metro. It'll start up. I bet it'll start right up tomorrow. I'll have stories for next week. I bet it'll start right up. That thing. I keep the battery disconnected. I bet it'll. Brrr. If not, I'll jump it. I'll bring jumpers with me. So.
And Seth, Randy says, how I got my guitar from you was good for me. Just a few examples of to show you. To show would be a great.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I think that Brandy lucked out. Like, I mean, he got the guitar that happened to have tons of flame and like really good natural wood grain that it's just like the wood was so nice on that. The veneer on the top of it was very nice, or is very nice.
I want to say hello to Mitch Heyman and
what up, Mitch?
Remind everybody that him and Charles Green are going live right after us.
Oh, yeah, they are. You better get your Mitch Heyman over there and check it out. That didn't quite work as well as sometimes I get other ones that work seamlessly.
It was
almost did. It was like just nicked the cone and the cone fell over.
It was almost.
Yep.
Real cool. I just bought another Sire L7 hard shell case for $500.
The
guitar's in mint condition. It's a Sunburst LP style. Sire's making great guitars for the money.
Absolutely. That's one that we would get a lot at the shop that we would do a setup on. And after a proper setup and like dialed in, they're great guitars. Good value. Like a good Schecter too.
And BC Rich is thankful for all the brown liquors, the rum, the Irish whiskey, Scotch bourbon,
Ooh, yum. Got to stay away, but sip it and love it. I used to like a really dark bourbon barrel aged beer every now and then, like a super strong.
So Ben wants to know, can't you just rev a Geo up across the carpet a few times to start?
Zing zing zing. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, pretty much. But the thought, actually, I mean, that thing will surprise you. It'll surprise you that whenever it takes you anywhere. Okay, it will surprise you every time it starts because you're like, holy shit, it still starts. And then like I haven't put gas in it in almost 2 years. In a few more months, it'll be 2 years, which I know I need to put some stabilizer in there because that can't be fresh gas. But just boom, starts. It's crazy. Hand crank. I should.
No, what
would be funny is to get if I got a foot crank for it and actually had that in the front and just started it that way, would be hilarious. They are.
And Hip Metalworks says, or you can just pull the cord like like the lawnmower that it is.
That's funny. I would a lawnmower, actually a brand new lawnmower engine, like a 12 horsepower or something, might actually be stronger than the current engine because that's you think it had 40 horsepower 35 years ago, and they lose a lot of they lose like a horsepower a year, so yeah. It's not looking good for the Metro.
No.
I love it though. It's awesome. Great body style. Kind of sleek.
Just need like a set of defibrillator pads for it. Clear.
Or to put a electric battery and put like something on, because the rear axle is just independent. You could put whatever you want on one of those tires with a, any kind of clutch on the inside and just run a freaking turbo boost with a electric battery, because all that stuff didn't exist. Now it does.
So Billy Baloney's asking, aren't those Geo Metros 3 cylinders?
They are 3-cylinder engine of 3 cylinders of fury. Furious that they were created, probably.
Box Guitar Box. It's like the old Russian Lada.
It is kind of, yeah.
Walk a lot of the time.
That's why I have my e-bike and I drive it 99% of the time because it's more comfortable and luxurious than the Geo. That's funny. Geo, I just keep it. I bought it from a family friend. I bought it for nothing, and the Yugo would be cool too. I would have a Yugo.
I don't know. Never appealed to me. Eddie said that would make a great project for you, Seth or Charles. Build a guitar out of a used oak barrel. You might have to steam them straight though, or mill them.
Well, they do that. That is, there's a guitar company. Ben will know it. They're super expensive. They do out of old barrels. Another guy from Canada that is a YouTuber, Daryl Braun, has one, or I forget the name though. Valentini or something, or Valencia or something like that. They're really nice, but they're made out, but they're very expensive. 4 or 5. There's
a lot of guitars out of old reclaimed wood or barn, barn wood or that kind of thing. But
yep, or 2x4s like we're doing at school. They're coming out great at school, dude. I'm so stoked on how it's coming together.
Here's a guitar question for you. Science question. Since pickups work off of strings disturbing the magnetic field, do steel strings, copper strings, nickel strings affect tone, and how much?
I think yes, and who knows, maybe a little. I think definitely, but you can put acoustic strings on electric. I think people have done that a bunch, and you can still play, no big deal, but it sounds a little bit different. What do you think, Charles? Do you have a whole lot of experience with different types of strings, or are you mainly just steel strings or acoustic, classical strings? And
I haven't really experimented around.
Yeah, I got electric strings, and then I got my acoustic strings, and then I got classical strings. Those are the main ones that I mess with.
Nylon strings too.
Nylon strings.
Let's see. So Earl is saying, "Hey Seth, do you ever go to the Hardly Strictly Bluegrass Festival in Golden Gate Park?"
Yes, I have been there, and the last time I went was a long time ago too. Not quite that long, but there wasn't 600,000 people there. I think because it was like right after COVID or something. But it was really cool. I thought I saw Flavor Flav there because there's a guy, who else, looks exactly like Flavor Flav and has a clock and is walking around. And my wife's like, that's not Flavor Flav. That's a Flavor Flav alike. Right.
So Eddie Faye's asking how nylon strings would work on an electric guitar. Would they? Would be.
You would need a piezo pickup, right? That picks up the vibration. That's all you would need under the bridge. Am I right? You just do the same thing that you would do for an acoustic guitar is that picks up the vibration of the string. So that's all you'd need. It's a little thin piece of, it looks like copper, I think. And it goes under you. Have you ever seen it in an acoustic guitar? You take out the saddle and the piezo. Have you seen that, Charles?
No, I haven't really.
Oh, okay. So, a lot of electrified acoustic guitars, if you take out the bone saddle, inside recessed underneath that is your essentially your pickup that is picking up the vibration that's coming through the bridge, and that's how you're getting the sound. So all you'd need to do in theory is do that same kind of thing underneath your saddles or underneath your entire bridge and electrify it, and you're good. No sound hole needed, no nothing. I wonder how much more tension or less tension the classical strings have. Because I'd like to do one of the guitars that I'm building as classical. That would be cool. Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, I mean it's you have to have that metal string in order to make the pickup work.
Yep.
Yep.
I'm also thinking of redesigning a little kid's guitar too, because you know how all kids, the first thing they do, a little kid, or at least I experience it a lot, the first thing they do is knock their guitar out of tune, because anything with tuning pegs, right? They just hit it, or they bump into it, or they tune it with their hands because they think it's fun or whatever. What you need to do is have a guitar that you can have like a bridge that are just the independent little single bridges, and dial them in and have a cover over them. That
Right.
you dial it and have it headless, because then it's headless. Kid's not going to hit somebody else in the face, or it's at least less of a headstock. And then you got it locked in tune, and you can just lock it in and just make it easy for you to take the thing off, even if it's Velcro or whatever, pops in, pops out. But I was just thinking of that a lot because I deal with little kids a lot. So, and now I'm making guitar, so I might as well make something fun. What's that? What do you laugh?
No, I'm just listening to you. Just listening to you.
Well, I like to make something fun now. Instead of just making regular guitars, I'm going to try to make something adaptive. Mm-hmm.
Well, one of the other things that we kind of wondered about whether to talk about tonight would be, Black Friday deals, right? And so
Black Friday.
So Seth, is there a Black Friday deal that you're hoping for?
I don't know. I already bought something, so I'm not. I mean, I'm always hoping for a deal, but I haven't. So I haven't seen anything advertised that I have to get. So no. But is there something that's probably going to be advertised come Friday or something? Yes. Well, let's see what the chat has to say. Who has what? I can't wait anymore, Charles.
Yeah, it's the interesting thing is I'm at a point where I'm not really looking to buy anything right now. So I could care less about what might be on a Black Friday deal. All right, so this is your kit. Are we going for the unboxing now? Is that what we're doing here? Very nice.
I like that. Okay. It's not bound. I know you're going to be so mad because it's only single bound. What am I going to do? Look, it's going to be okay, Charles. It's fine.
No, it's not.
Look, I'm not going to go in and try to match that and take the time to route it. I'm just going to do it. I like that. That's not. And then look at the back. It's very evenly split down the middle.
Mm-hmm.
And they're kind of closely matched. They're not really super closely matched, but I never mind that anyway. Who cares? Wood is wood. That's cool. Veneer looks okay. Nothing is good, not nearly as good as Randy's, which is super flamey. But this will get a lot more flamey once I get the treatment into it. So that's the body. What do you think? Mahogany with a maple veneer.
It's nice. It looks pretty nice from here.
And it's a maple, they call it a maple cap, but it's really not. It's more like a thick veneer. It's like a 1/16 of an inch or something, but it's not really a cap.
Well, Guitar Man 45, he is going on a road trip tomorrow to Motor City. He's got some things to discuss with a friend. So I wonder if that's got to do with putting that band back together.
Nice. Yes. It's on a mission.
So Eddie Say wants to know if you are going to make that a transparent red.
I might use. I could use some stain in with the oil that I'm going to use, but I've had really good results just with the True Oil. A lot of coats of True Oil, and then there's this is rosewood. Look at that.
Oh, nice. Good color.
And then a maple neck. So, and it's a Slim C, and then old style.
Oh, that's fun.
Right? I kind of like that. And then 2 P90s. So, I mean, I don't, let me grab the hardware. I haven't seen that. So, see if it even came. You don't have to single me out the
Rocks
whole
Guitar
time.
Rocks asks, is that going to be long tenon? Yeah, it should be pretty nice. When you're
Yeah,
done.
it looks, it goes all the way up to there's a slot inside the body. So, yeah, I mean, there's nothing that goes into the pickup cavity, but it's long for sure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Vox Guitar Locks love the slotted headstock there.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, that's one of the things that made me want the P90s, and I might spring for different tuner heads, but they're not the worst. As long as they're stable. We'll wait until we see.
See how well they tune, right?
As long as they tune good. Gotta always have the quality cable.
Can't have too many.
I think there's the truss rod adjuster. It was also in there with the cable. So they put all your hardware into these perfect cordoned out packages, which I love every time. So that's cool. Let's get the pickup out here. Oh, here we go. Creamy. Definitely not wax potted at all. P90. And let's look. This looks like that's the hot one. So there's your magnets right there. 2 magnets, and then you got your coil. Not a ton of wire around there. So maybe a little thin, but that's why I was talking about wax potting it. Kind of thickens it up a little bit usually. And then there's a little, they give you some strings and a knob and a switch and all that goodies, right? So let's see how the knob looks. If the knob is acceptable. It's not that bad.
Yeah, Ben says he's got a big time guest joining him for this Sunday show.
Oh, what? Yep, guys, I finally got invited back on. It was so entertaining last time with all the gummies. And then this I'm debating. So this is supposed to be a tailpiece that goes on, right? And then this is where but I'm thinking now that since I got everything, I can measure it all up and I could order a lightning bar wraparound tailpiece. And that'll eliminate all that. That way that'll show the flame on the body. And, I'll just get the best intonation that I can. And it should be fine. P90s, kind of cool. And all this for, guess how much the kit was. And it wasn't an Amazon kit. It's a little bit better than like a Leo James Amazon, or at least.
Ben does not like that tailpiece at all.
Me neither. Yeah, me neither. I do not like that. Yeah, those tailpieces suck. So it could be re-engineered. I could 3D print one maybe at school, but I was just thinking I'd just get a wraparound style tailpiece, but it has to be a very thin one because it has to be designed for like this. But this still is post with a a a Les Paul style bridge.
He said, yeah,
Tune-o-matic, as it were.
He said those tailpieces, all they really do is ruin your finish.
Yeah, I mean, they block it out of the way and then they just chip it up. I mean, if it was going to be a relic kind of thing, which every guitar is a little bit relic.
Well, Seth, where did this kit come from?
Vibe Works. Vibe Works.
How much was it?
Take a guess.
I don't know.
$215 delivered to the door.
Not bad. Not bad at all.
$190 before shipping or something. Because shipping was like $25 or $27. It wasn't cheap shipping because it's a big box.
So, has anyone seen any good Black Friday deals out there?
Yeah, that's what I want to know.
Anything been leaked yet that you've seen?
Anything that we have to go and get? Vox thought that the kit was $349. It's much less than that, Vox. Yeah, right. Not a bad deal. That's what I'm saying. People, some of the builders that I've experienced that are totally cool with doing parts casters get hung up on doing set neck guitars, where I did too for a while. And then you get a couple of them, and especially like ones that you haven't built they come and they're well built, they join well. It's not a big deal to glue them in and get the angle right and clamp it right, and then you're good to go. That's the only thing I may have learned between the first time that I did it and now is that when you prepare and you do the glue and you set the neck, it's nice to have a little bit of the same wood, sawdust, and a little bit of glue mixed together. They call it like a sluice or something, like a little bit of putty that is your wood glue and a little bit of the sawdust from the wood that you're working with, or the same type of wood, that at the very end of your gluing, you run a little bead of that sluice around your joint and then do a little trick where you just run it into that crease as best you can. And then you just clean it up, and it gives you this more finished look than I knew how to do on my first couple guitars, right? But you live and you learn. So and you don't learn how to do what you do later unless you do the first one the way you do it. And that neck is still killer anyway. So
Nelson Rodriguez and Ryan are talking, and he says, around here every turkey can tango. Are you a pumpkin pie guy or a pecan man?
Ooh, if I'm,
down here in Texas, you're going to get pecan pie all the time. And I just recently bought one and had them. And I honestly, I want both.
If I'm choosing between one or the other, I'm going with the pecan pie. I mean, it'll keep you alive longer on a desert island for sure. Right. So I'm going with that. It's just, I mean, more calories overall.
Vox Guitar Rocks is saying he likes the bolt-ons because if something happens to the neck, you can always swap it out. Leo was onto something there.
Absolutely.
And Jimmy Biter, though. Hello there, by the way. Didn't see you sneak in. He says, DiMarzio, 25% off of everything.
Oh, well, thank you for that. Good call. I've been waiting to order. I always hit up my buddy who still works up at Guitar Works because he gets a great discount. I'm like, hey, can you get me, 20 sets of strings, 10 of these, and 2 of these, and and then he gets me a great deal. But then if it's 25% off, I don't have to bug him. So that's always helpful. Not bugging your friends is a good habit to try to have. You want to bug your friends, but you want to bug them when you really need it.
Your friends.
You do, but you also don't want to be the guy that's always, hey, remember you haven't talked to me in 6 months. Can you help me with guitar strings again? Right? Then you're like, nah, come on. So I'm not that guy.
Yeah, Herb wants both pies too.
Both pies. Yep. I'm going with both pies too. I'm just saying that if you had to choose one or the other, that I'm going with. We had the fantasy draft today in English where we'd fantasy drafted all of our favorite all of our favorite dishes, right? There's like 35 different dishes on a list, and we took turns and we rolled to see who went first. And then everybody got to choose 2 items, and then whoever built the best meal won. And at the very end, everybody voted on what they thought the best meal was. We won. My team won.
Well, Earl is asking a question that would be good for gift giving here, and he says, who makes a good guitar repair kit that you recommend? And I'm a big fan of the Music Nomad stuff.
I was just gonna say Music Nomad.
Last time, I know some folks like the StuMac stuff, but it's a whole lot more expensive.
If you're just building your guitar bench from ground zero and you haven't even started, just go Music Nomad. Mm-hmm. It's not overboard expensive. It's quality stuff. If you do a ton of work, it will eventually need to be replaced. But DiMarzio pickups. I'm sorry, I was thinking Diodario. You know what?
Did you get it? You're hearing, you're talking, and it's just like, yeah,
I get it. So I appreciate the correction there. So pickups, yes. DiMarzio pickups. I don't think I have a hookup on, so 25% off is pretty good, especially when you're getting them direct.
I love this. Ryan Hall is like, he's thought about this. He's like, it depends on whether it got teeth in, right? Because no teeth, he wants pumpkin pie. If he's got teeth, pecan pie.
All day, right? If you got the teeth in, I would go, well.
That is definitely a Ryan Hall answer.
You got to have the teeth in to get it done with that pecan, which, I get it.
And Ben recommends looking at Solo Music too. They've got a lot of great tools there, and especially if you're in Canada, that's a good way to go.
Good call. Solo Music might not have a full kit, but most places have cobbled together.
Well, they are full of tools and everything. So it may not be in a kit. You may have to put your own kit together.
Right. Yep. But they may have also cobbled together basic kits like a fret leveling kit with the beam and your crowning file and some sandpaper and stuff like that. I've seen those kits on Amazon.
Studios really would like a DiMarzio transition for his new Kramer.
Oh, you know what? DiMarzio transition sounds like a good call to me. They're expensive pickups, but they're good. Bare knuckles, expensive, but they're good. You're never unhappy when you put them. The same thing with Seymour Duncan. Any well-built, good pickup. Same thing with a damn Bartolini. Those things are amazing. Randy, you've been on your keyboard. You let people know with those darn Bartolinis. They sound more clear and more articulate under both circumstances. Under clean, it's super clean and articulate and very present. And then when you go with high gain, it's everything you want out of gain, but then it's you can hear all the notes. Those pickups are great.
There you go. I like it. Yeah, I need to get with you and get some Bartolinis for a project. I think I want to try.
Oh, we could definitely do a swap. I mean, it's about time I get another. And even if it was just a fabric top, not a fabric body, you could just fabric top something and just do one thing of binding, because I know it would be almost impossible for you to do a single bound fabric topped guitar would make you. But if for no one else, it should be for me the first time you were forced to do it, and then everybody will want it. It's a great thing. Saves you a shitload of time.
I have someone emailed me, and it wasn't somebody I didn't know. And they're like, well, how much would it be just to fabric top something? And I was like, I don't really do that. I don't do just the top.
Well, it's a good thought, especially with the.
It was like, I get it. And if that's what someone really wants, I'll do it. But I'm like, I don't know.
Me, please. I'll send you a body. Don't worry. I'll send you the body.
Typically if someone wants just the top done, they want to keep the old finish, right? And so,
well, I mean, I'll send you a blank body that's easy for you to route, for that's like the right kind of shape for you to be able to route, a squared off style body, so that you can do the binding route with no problem. But then you bind it and cloth top it with something cool. Because I have a couple of really cool T-shirts. I have T-shirts from when I was a semi-pro surfer, and we had like National Scholastic Surfing Association. But then those aren't as cool. As I also have T-shirts from like very old cool shirts that I might want into a guitar.
excellent. Nelson Rodriguez says Larrivee has 30% off plus a pack of 12ers of the NYXL strings. The Beak LK24 is the code.
Whoa, Nelson's been looking at high-end quality acoustic guitars.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, shit, that they're worth the money, but they're good. They're good. They do all need, they all need the basic setup. They come to you ready to be set up. But then they're freaking good guitars. Well, I am stoked to go to Sonoma.
I'm not sure where this is going.
What is it?
Ben Combs was saying squared off like a Bo Diddley Gretsch, and I'm
a body shape. I was saying I'd send you a squared off body shape to work with for the rounding, so it'd be easy. I'm not going to send you like a Mustang that's very curvy and very swooped at the top of the body. You're not going to be able to run the router on that very easily to pop a binding on it. Yeah. You need more of a squared off body style to bind the top of it. But now what we have at school we laminate the boards together and then we laser print the schematic for the guitar. So all I have to do is go in and find the schematic for the neck pocket for the neck I want, and then the pickup configuration I want, and I can burn that onto the guitar, and then the body can be any shape we want to make it. But then that's hard because any shape I draw is ugly.
Well, it's definitely something to think about, right?
Well, drawing your own body shape on a guitar and making something that's not ugly
trying to make something that is new and hasn't been done before, right,
is almost impossible.
Yep, for sure.
Working within the confines of what we're doing, but just not ugly. I just want it to be not ugly. That's all.
There you go.
I mean, I just acceptable. Somebody's like, "Oh, that's new," and it's not ugly. That would be acceptable to me if they were like off put a little bit, but then they're like, "Oh, that's okay," because it's all. I was going to make something super ergonomic. That's why I was going to go with that kid's guitar first, because it's a new direction and there's a reason for me doing it. Reason number one, eliminate the headstock problem and the kids fucking with the tuners. Reason number two, you got their tuners locked down here where you're in control of it. One pickup, one volume knob, little guitar that's got a little bit thinner neck. You make the spacing nice and thin so they can do it with one finger if they need to do, tune it to an open chord. Boom.
So Vox, I'm not sure what brand of that tiny buddy guitar that Johnny Winter was playing later in Claire. Someone knows, go ahead and drop it in the chat.
Or go over to the Mitch Heyman and
Mitch Heyman and Charles Green are coming up.
Charles Green
in a minute.
Coming up in a minute. They're gonna shred. Do they shred? Yes.
Here is the link to their show in the chat coming on up. So go on over there, support Charles Green and Mitch Heyman. Have a good time.
And hours just flew by.
Yeah, it just flew by. I want to thank everyone for being here. We are so thankful for you guys watching our show.
Yeah, totally. Guitar Safari forever.
Be on Sunday, but I will be Ben Coombs' guest on Sunday night.
Oh, well, that's entertaining and fun. That's a barrel of laughs.
There you go. Seth, you go ahead. You have a great week.
I'm going to be building. I'm stoked. I got this guitar now. I'm going to measure maybe tonight and get ordering on that lightning bar or some kind of intonatable wraparound tailpiece and get this baby going.
All right. Well, thank you,
Mhm.
everybody. You have a great weekend. Take in all the shows. Go over see Mitch Heyman and Charles Green, and we'll play you out with this.
Come on, people, Charles and me, about to take you on guitar safari. So turn on your computer, turn on your phone, 'cause it's about to go down. One volume, one tone. Yeah, Charles and me, we're about to take you on guitar safari. Turn on your computer and turn on your phone, 'cause it's about to go down.